How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's day is going well. I have a very interesting topic rather that I wanted to talk about. And I wanted to talk about why black people feel as though it's okay to be disrespectful to one another and cannot respectfully agree with one another. And the reason why I am bringing this up, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of the simple fact I seen a post on Facebook of Biggie Smalls' daughter, Notorious B.I.G. His daughter was going to a family member's funeral, and I read the comments. The comments were very disgusting. It was so disgusting that I couldn't read all the comments. It was more negative comments than positive comments. Saying condolences and say I'm sorry for the typical thing when when people grieving, you want to give them some comfort and things like that. In this case, it wasn't that. It was mostly just a bunch of negative posts. I mean, I said posts, but a negative comments in the post. And I also had an encounter yesterday with my supervisor. I work at FedEx. I'm an unloader. I'm a package handler, unloader. So typically I start the day off clocking in from 3 a.m. and then finishing to 9 a.m. So when it comes time for me to finish my shift or whatever, my supervisor, who is also black, just like I am, comes up to me and said, "Hey, can you help out your coworker? He has 2 more trucks to do." And I told him it's getting close to that time for me to clock out. I can't really do it because I have very important things to do during that day, which was yesterday. I have very important things to do. And he proceeds to tell me, this is why I hate working with black people, because black people are lazy, whereas other races of people, they work their ass off. Now, I did not know how to respond to it. Because I was appalled. I was not only appalled, but just disgusted by that comment. And me and my supervisor, we don't see eye to eye all the time, but we make sure we do our part. I make sure I do my part on the trucks, make sure I get it done and things like that. And he makes sure he do his part, typical supervisor things. And when he just made that comment, I pretty much just told him, you should not judge a person just off their skin color, because you don't know what that person's going through in their daily life outside of the workplace and things. This is all things I told him. I told him pretty much, just don't judge me, because you don't know what I have going on outside the workplace. And then that was a disgusting comment. That comment was so disgusting. After I told him all of that, I pretty much just clocked out and I left. And if I don't go back to work, if I get fired or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. But to make a comment that's stereotypical like that is just so low. And that's why I'm making this video, because black people, we can't respect one another. And we can't respectfully agree with one another. We just can't. We always gotta find something to make fun of. We always gotta find something to make fun of a fellow black person for. Whatever it's looks, whatever it's how they talk and this and that and the other. With me, I'm not the most talkative person on the planet. I have a little bit of speech problems and things like that. But don't stop me. I don't let those things stop me, right? I don't let my speech, my talking, all of that, I don't let that stop me, because it's about getting the message out. It's about getting the message out. It's about coming from a place of understanding when I talk. When I talk, I come from a place of understanding. And when I listen to understand where other people are coming from. It's a lot of black people out here that just don't put themselves in other people's shoes. And it ain't just black people themselves. It's other races that does this also. But the reason why I'm touching on black people is because I'm black. I am a black man. You know, if you notice, other races of men and women respect gay men. When it comes to black gay men, black folks, they the bane of, to black folks, they the bane of existence. And I like gay people. I like gay people. I like to hear their thoughts. I like to hear their opinions. And you know, there are some that's not cool, but there are a lot of them that's actually cool. Like, we as black people, we don't look at things from another perspective. We don't open our minds to other. I'm not saying, like, let's just leave the gay stuff out of this. Let's leave the gay people out of this, right? Black people in general, we don't open our minds to new ideas, to new things. Other races of people, they do. But black people, we so stuck in this mindset of, no, I got to do this a certain type of way. I got to do this. I got to follow this pattern. Because if I don't, I feel like an anomaly. And I'm here to tell you, it's okay to feel like an anomaly. I'm not perfect myself. I have speech problems. Like, I don't know how to be coherent enough like a lot of people. But that's okay. I don't focus on my speech. I focus on getting the message out. I focus on bringing positivity and spreading positivity. Like, when you look at the black on black crime rate, when you look at those things, it tells you all what you need to know. People talk about black on black. Yeah, we gotta love, we gotta respect black each other. I'm all over the place. People will tell you, oh, we gotta love and respect one another. We black folks, we gotta embrace each other. We gotta do this and that. But those be the same type of people. They will go out and routinely disrespect another black person. Whether that person is a man, a woman, or whatever. But you get up here on Facebook, you get up here on Instagram, you get up here on TikTok, and you talk about, oh, we need to love one another. But are you preaching, are you doing what you preaching to the choir to? Are you doing the same thing that you telling other people to do? Probably not. And again, I understand people aren't perfect. I understand all of that. But to sit up here and to talk about Biggie Smalls' daughter's looks, that's disgusting. And for my supervisor to sit up there and say, oh, black people don't work hard enough for nothing, Mexicans and other races of people do, that's also a disgusting comment. Because if black people don't, if black folks did not work hard, then how do you explain black entertainers like Morgan Freeman? How do you explain Michael Jackson? He's black. How do you explain those two? I don't need to bring up any more than those two. Two of the most influential black people of all time. Now, you don't have to agree with me on that comment. That's fine, but Morgan Freeman is one of the greatest actors ever, as well as Denzel Washington. Michael Jackson is one of the greatest R&B singers. Well, not R&B, but he's one of the greatest singers, period, of all time that's black. Black excellency. And then we celebrate, black folks celebrate negativity. It's more negative stuff that I can find on Facebook and on Instagram than more positive things. When a high school student graduates with AP honors and things like that, it don't get talked about in the media. But you know what does get talked about in the media? that recent viral clip of that track star, that track girl, that girl that do track or whatever, she bashed that other girl in the head with the baton. That gets talked about more than positive things. Because drama, unfortunately, sells. Drama sells, unfortunately. But it will never change. That aspect of life will never change unless we change our thought process. I don't know if I'm making sense to a lot of people, but it's like we have to be the change that we want to see in ourselves. You know what I do? When a person disagrees with me, I say, okay, that's your opinion. That's fine. That's cool. And I keep it pushing. I keep it moving. I don't sit up here and say, oh, well, you an idiot. You a dumb. Like, it could be somebody that voted for Trump. Personally, I did not vote for Trump. I personally did. But if another black man voted for Trump, if another black woman voted for Trump, I would say, okay, cool. You know, that's fine. Even though I don't agree why you voted for him, I could try to see it from their point of view. I could try to understand it. But to call that person an idiot or this and that and the other, that's something I won't never do. Because that's not in my character to do. And too many black folks, they judge gay men, they judge other black men, they judge other women based off their looks. And instead of like judging them off their actions and what they about. We have to stop this. We have to stop this. Like, I love my black people. I love my black people, but y'all have to do better. This constant, what the fuck? This constant of gender war, this constant bickering back and forth between black men and black women, that has to stop. I see that almost every day on Facebook. Every day on Facebook, I see that. Black women targeting black men saying, oh, you niggas ain't about this. Y'all niggas ain't about that. Y'all don't do this. That's why you ugly. That's why you this. And then black men, they targeted black women. Oh, she a thot. She this. She a bop. She suck dick on the side. All these assumptions and things like that. Y'all got all these assumptions, but y'all don't have a way to make things better. Y'all don't. All these assumptions, but no solutions. Is pretty much what I'm saying. Me, I'm more of a person that like to find a solution to the problem. Not make an assumption. Not say this person is stupid, that person is stupid. Because that gets us nowhere. And then you wonder why other races of people, are looking at us and be like, man, they could be so much better, but they shit on one another daily. Now I'm not saying other races are incapable of doing that. There are people of other races that do the same thing, that shit on their own race. But we as black people, we do it more. And statistically it shows. It shows black on black crime is higher than white on black crime. That's a fact. You could go look that up yourself. So I think I made this video a little bit too long, but I feel like this is something I had to get out my heart, because how can you expect other races of people to respect us when we don't respect us? When we always, on a constant daily basis, we killing each other. We shitting on each other. We talk about each other's looks. We talk about how about black people, we as black people find a solution to make other black people's lives better? How about that? When you see these rappers get big and famous, you know what they do? They spend money on themselves. They don't give back to the community. They don't do none of that. not just rappers, but other people like entertainers, rappers, entertainers, whoever else. What's that dude's name? I can't think of his name, but it's just it's a lot. It is a lot, y'all. We just have to do better. And I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. If not, then, I get it. You don't want to learn. You don't want to grow. You don't want to expand your mindset. That's fine. But at the very least, I want to ask, can you at least stop being negative to a fellow black man, a fellow black woman? We already have black children growing up broken. It's a lot of black kids growing up broken. It's not enough black role models. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm talking about in-person role models. Celebrities are, typical. But black men and women, we need role models. We need that in-person role model, not somebody that we see on TV. But you know what? I could keep ranting about these type of things, but honestly, it won't change until everybody else change their mindset. And yeah, tell me what your thoughts, your feelings is. Hopefully, I'm not all over the place. If I am, just let me know in the comments. And to do.